Tell me a little bit about the learning process for you through All Things Must Pass up to Eagles of Death Metal, Nos Amis, which, I mean, the getting someone to talk about that in a way that makes sense is very difficult. So talk about that process a little bit.
Well, luckily there was a rather long learning curve for me on Tower. You know, Tower...
That took you a long time,
It took about 7 years.
Yeah.
You know, finding out what that story is and finding out what is the most, you know, universal themes that would resonate for someone even if they don't give a shit about a record store or don't give a shit about a band or any of those sorts of, what are those most, important things? And what's interesting was there was one particular question that we would always sort of ask, which was, if you had to explain to a 14-year-old kid today what going into a Tower Records was like, what is that like? And every person we asked that question to would give us the best description of what Tower Records was like. And so when I went into Eagles, it was, well, let's talk about everything except, let's talk about everything but the thing that we think we're all here to talk about, which is this horrible attack. And just by starting with those simple questions, you know, tell me about how you guys, what do you love about, rock and roll? Those kinds of open-ended things, you end up drawing so much character. You know, when you're dealing with something as horrific as, a terrorist attack, you want to try and find a way to be able to see have the stakes be personal, because otherwise it's just news. Otherwise it's just a news segment. And in order for that to be the case, it needed to be something in which it was a positive moment at the end of something horrible. And it needed the film needed to be about everyone sort of coming together. And even if, people don't have to be fine, people don't need to be great, but they need to be coming together and all agreeing, like, let's try to move on with our lives in any way that they can, and try and show that moment. And that was really all tied into this return show in Paris.